Welcome back on site at Mor Brook Bridge, where our specialist contractors CML have really been putting in some hard graft to get our landslip repaired. And you might have caught the special announcement that we're going to reopen the full line on Friday the 25th of July with none other than Flying Scotsman hauling that first full line train. Nothing like a bit of pressure, is there?
Well, it is pressure, but it's pressure in a good way, isn't it? I mean, I learned many years ago in my career that sometimes it's really good to have a deadline to work to. And, I'll be quite honest with you and everybody else that, I'm probably as frustrated as all our members and supporters and volunteers about just quite how long it's taken, to get Mor Brook repaired. But I don't mean that in a critical way, because a huge amount of work has had to be done to get us to the position that we're now in, where repairs are well underway. So, we've got this great announcement now that the railway is going to reopen on the 25th of July, which is absolutely brilliant. And what better way to do it with the world's most famous locomotive? And we've got it, Flying Scotsman.
But like all major projects, it's not all plain sailing. Recently, significant rain caused a real headache for the team.
So the water level in the River Severn rose, which resulted in the water level in the brook that we're working in rising. And unfortunately that flooded the excavation that we dug out ready for the foundation to be installed. So we've had to spend the last few days pumping out the water, undertaking another fish rescue.
And I think that's put you behind a little bit. Can you make that time up?
Yeah, we plan to do a few weekend shifts to keep ourselves on programme.
So you're confident everything will be back on track?
We are confident, yes.
We've started on the foundations for the new wall. That's currently underway, and concrete's going to be poured today, hopefully. That's got to go off, and then we're looking then starting the new block wall. That shouldn't take too long to go up. The legato blocks are very easy to fit, and probably within about the next week, we think the wall will be substantially up, and we'll be then starting to look at the area over the top of the arch to then get to start looking at the track bed itself. We're already in talks with our own P-Way guys to look at getting the track bed back in, and we're also having conversations with Network Rail regarding them helping us put the rail back in super speedy time, hopefully. So yeah, we're very confident that we'll be up and running, ready for our new opening date.
The closure of the northern section of the line all this year so far has had a really dramatic impact both on the railway and the local community.
I think we have to remember, or just reflect for a minute, on the fact that the SVR largely now takes people to Bridgnorth. Bridgnorth is a lovely, market town in Shropshire, and we tend to be a, large delivery agent for people wanting to visit that part of Shropshire. It's not necessarily the easiest place to get to by other means, and so we've seen that we've lost about 30 or 35% of our trade at the moment while we can't get to Bridgnorth. And I know from talking to people like the Bridgnorth Chambers of Commerce and others that the local traders in Bridgnorth have really felt the hit as well, and we can understand that, because they've missed out on, the Spring Steam Gala, peek behind the scenes, the Diesel Gala and 1940s. Really, we've not been able to bring those to the town, and we've not been able to bring our normal trains to the town either. So it's had a big impact on us, obviously, and a big impact on the local communities.
And what's it going to mean when, in a few weeks, we're back up and running on the full line?
Well, it's going to just be amazing, Leslie, isn't it? Yeah, we've got a 16-mile railway. The railway did start at Bridgnorth, of course, so it's our 60th anniversary, and the team at Bridgnorth and everybody else want to be part of the rest of the railway, and we want them to be part of it as well. So it couldn't have come at a better time, really. And now we've got the rest of the season to celebrate our 60th anniversary.
You've just been upstage by the Stanya Merkel Vega.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah.
So onwards and upwards. And here's something. Tickets for Flying Scotsman, which is hauling our reopening train and is with us for 3 days, they sold out in 3 minutes flat. Wow, what a vote of confidence in the SVR. Thank you from everybody at the railway.